86,000 fans. We anticipate that we'll blow that number out of the water with this match, so we're really excited about that opportunity as well. So I want to thank our partners on this event, the Columbus Crew. Congratulations again to the Columbus Crew for all their great performances. The Greater Columbus Sports Commission, I think Linda Logan is here, United Events, FC Series, and of course, Manchester City and Chelsea. This is a great opportunity for all of our fans and fans all around the world to have a chance to see this great elite competition, and also those who come to see it in person. We really will focus hard. I guess I'll be gone, so they will focus hard. Now that I put it that way. They will focus hard on making sure that all the fans have a quality experience as they come to the shoe, because many of them will come from other countries and have never been to the shoe. And so it'll be a big responsibility for our teammates to do that. I do want to introduce Ross Bork, who will be the next athletic director here at The Ohio State University. Ross, why don't you stand up and wave so they can see your face, and thank you for being here. I have the opportunity to introduce from the Columbus Crew Josh Glessing, Chief of Staff and Development at the Haslam Sports Group. Josh has done a tremendous job here, and I was going to pronounce his name Blessing, but he told me Glessing, and I told him his wife would probably like Blessing, but anyway, I tried. But anyway, Josh, come on up, buddy.
Thanks, Gene. Thanks, everyone, for having us today. This is incredibly exciting as we think about really the summer of soccer here in Columbus and all of the great events that are going to happen throughout the city. Starting with the MLS All-Star Game at Lower.com Field. The Columbus Crew will host Aston Villa of the English Premier League a few days later, and then an opportunity to put 100,000 people in front of the global game here at the Shoe is incredible for myself, Issa Tal, my colleague, to just think about the growth of soccer in the state of Ohio and the city of Columbus, and what we continue to do here and how we continue to grow the game. It's special, it's unique, and we're not done. We want to keep bringing events like this, global events, right here to our city. And I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge Linda Logan and all the great work that the Sports Commission does to help us not only bring these events here, but also show up, right? Show up in the community, show up with our partners, engage the community, ensure that there's a platform here for our local partners and the residents of the city of Columbus and the state of Ohio. So thank you, Linda, and your team. If we think back to 5 years ago when the Haslam family and Johnson family acquired the Columbus Crew, in a lot of ways the market did not accept soccer fully, and what we've seen over the last 5 years and the growth, some of that comes with on-pitch success, the Columbus Crew winning 2 MLS Cups, but also educating the fan base about the game. And it's going to be really cool to see, again, the most people ever at a soccer match. To Gene's point, we're going to blow the last record out of the water. We feel like pretty confident we're going to do it relatively quickly. So we're excited. Our partners at Eventellect, helping us to deliver these moments, these events for our city and our state are really excited. And the goal is to continue to do these over and over again. We had the pleasure of hosting the new AD, Ross Bjork and his family, at a Crew match last week. There will be more people at this match than that match. I like to think our environment will be consistent, but again, putting the global game on a global stage in this great venue in this great city is something that we're just proud to be part of. So thank you.
We've talked about her a few times, so let's go ahead and welcome up Greater Columbus Sports Commission, Linda Logan, the CEO and President of the Greater Columbus Sports Commission. One of my favorite people.
Welcome, everyone. We're so excited. A lot's already been said about the summer of soccer. I think it'll just be important for us to roll out that red carpet, and that's something that Columbus is so good at. People love to attend these big events and put Columbus on the map, even at a bigger and better stage. So we're going to estimate that this event alone will represent over $20 million of direct spend just for that weekend. And we know that the whole summer will be twice as much. So we're very proud of that. And representing not only the Sports Commission, our hospitality community, but our business community, the Columbus Partnership has stepped up in a big way to support all these big events as well. So we also get great support from our elected officials. So it's a combination of all those things, the town, the gown, and everybody involved. So just welcome to our teams, and we're happy to be here with you today. So thank you.
So how are we able to pull this whole thing together? We've been working behind the scenes to get things going for quite a while, and kind of talk to you about that process and all the fun that she does. Please welcome Molly Pendleton with Unified Events.
Thanks. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you to Jean and the team. It's really been an honor to be back at Ohio State after 8 years. Ross, welcome. You left one soccer game to come to another soccer game, so we didn't want you to feel left out. Thank you to Josh and the crew and the rest of the Haslam team for, and the community here in Columbus for really embracing soccer and helping grow the game to lay the foundation to bring a matchup of this caliber to the community. Because this type of match is just so rich in history and rich in championships between Ohio State, between Chelsea and Man City. We're bringing a lot of trophies to the table. So alongside our partners at FC Series, we're honored to bring this match to the Ohio State University. So we look forward to seeing everyone out there on August 3rd. Thank you.
Thanks, Molly. And now let's welcome from FC Series, Matt Rapchak.
I'd like to echo Molly's gratitude towards the community, to our teams, to our partners for this event. It's a privilege to be a part of this intersection between iconic sporting brands. We look forward to bringing two of the biggest clubs in global football to one of the classic venues in American college football. I think the eyes of the world are going to be on Columbus this summer, and we look forward to packing Ohio Stadium. I think now we hear from our clubs, so I'm going to bring up Jamie Watson, soccer broadcaster, and he'll kick it off from here.
All right, thank you very much, Matt. Thank you very much, Matt. Thank you, Molly, as well. Gene, thank you very much. Josh, thank you so much. Ross, appreciate you. Thank you very much for your hospitality. We've gotten a chance to tour around today, and it's been a wonderful experience to experience the Ohio State University for the first time, and the hospitality we've been shown has been second to none, so thank you for that today. It's my distinct honor to be able to welcome up for a few minutes to have a Q&A to significant figures in world football. World soccer knows these two teams. These are two of the most iconic brands that Matt alluded to just a moment ago, and it's really going to be a special match on August 3rd. And so to talk a little bit more about their experience, because we have two very unique experiences. First up, from somebody who played for Chelsea, but also managed Chelsea, had an incredible amount of success, represented his country over 30 times. Please give a warm welcome to Roberto Di Matteo. And next up, from Manchester City, and two stints with Manchester City. He was able to win an FA Cup. He was the Young Player of the Year several years in a row there for Manchester City, represented England as well, somebody that is well-versed, a household name in world football for his playing days, even brought his talents over to America later on in his career. We'll dive a little bit more into that. Please give me a warm round of applause for Sean Wright Phillips.
You won the Young Player of the Year. Very good.
From what I can remember, yeah.
These guys are incredible human beings, and they're wonderful representatives of their club, and so I get the honor to ask a couple of questions to these gentlemen. So, Roberto, I want to start with you. You have a unique experience because you were a player. You got to play in some iconic venues. As a manager, you also won the biggest trophy that you can as a manager in European football, the UEFA Champions League. You won an FA Cup at Wembley. Your Champions League win was at Allianz Arena in Munich. And today, we got a chance to tour the stadium, and we got to see the Shoe, over 100,000 seats. So I want to ask you this iconic stadium, where does it rank in your list of iconic stadiums that you've seen in the world?
Well, it's pretty impressive. It's very big. I can only imagine how the atmosphere is going to be when it's full of fans, supporters. And you know, there are going to be two two of the most decorated Premier League teams in the last decade probably are going to be facing each other off here in August. So I think it's going to be a great event. Hopefully we'll be here to witness it live as well, this game.
Yeah, we can't wait for it. August 3rd will be here. Before you know it, tickets again going on sale soon. So we're looking forward to that and hopefully beating that record. Right, Linda? Over 86,000. Let's see if we can get up to over 100,000 for the match. Sell this out. Sean, I said you had a unique experience, and that's because these two teams hold a significant place for you. You represented Manchester City brilliantly, and then you left to have a spell at Chelsea before going back to Manchester City as well. So who better to ask than you this, because you've seen it from both sides. What is this matchup like in the intensity when these two teams meet?
It's been an interesting journey, I think, because my first time at City, we was always chasing Chelsea. It was the team you wanted to beat or get on level par with. And then when I go to Chelsea, I'm on the opposite side. Now I'm winning everything that I thought I couldn't win at Man City with Chelsea. And then when I go back to City again, it kind of turned tables. And I think this season, especially with the 4-4 draw, and then the draw again at the Etihad, the intensity that both teams played at for me was incredible. And even though they had that intensity, they were still able to complete all the high press passes, break lines, transitions. I thought the game was fantastic. So going off those two games, I can't wait to see what the game's going to be like here in the summer.
Yeah, they provided some special moments and some wonderful matches. So hopefully we add that to the list on August 3rd. You've had some wonderful moments in your career, Roberto, and I want you to think back as a player or as a manager. You've won some trophies, so there's a laundry list of accomplishments that you achieved with your time at Chelsea, but maybe what are some of the fond memories that you carry? And I'll put you on the spot and say maybe one or two of your fondest memories.
Well, I think the best memories I cannot tell the story of, because
Please.
those are the famous stories that what happens in the dressing room stays in the dressing room. As a player, I can tell you that it's a really great experience and feeling to share, winning a trophy at the end of the season and to share with your teammates. That is a wonderful experience and feeling and emotion, and it's something that connects you for the rest of your life. As a manager, it's a slightly different feeling you have, even though you are the coach of this group of players, but you're not really part of it. So they have their own celebration, which you're a little bit part of it, but then you have your staff. So it's a little bit different, the feelings that you have great satisfaction, but it's different. So I have to say, as a player, it's probably a little bit more enjoyable than as a coach.
That's really cool to hear that, and that's the unique perspective that only you can provide, because very few people get to do it from both the player and the manager side and have as much success as you did. So congratulations on all that. Thank you for being here today as well. Sean, your journey didn't end at City. You continued on and you actually brought it here to the United States, and you were a part of the rapid growth that we've seen over the last 10, 15 years, and more specifically even the last 5 years here in Columbus with a couple of championships. Thank you again to the Haslam family for saving the crew and providing all those moments here in Columbus. Your experience in the United States, Sean, what did you see the growth and the trajectory of soccer, and how was that sort of aligned over the course of the last 10 years? And maybe the second part of that, where do you see it going over the next 10 years?
I think personally when I first came here, it was all of a sudden, to be honest with you. I came just for my brother's wedding and ended up getting stuck here.
That's when you know you're good. You're at the wedding, it's a great party, and you sign a contract.
No, I literally just came for a wedding, went to watch a game, spoke to Jesse March on the plane on the way back from one of the games, and he said, would you like to come in for training? So I was like, yeah, contract's finished at QPR, I want to get fit, so when I go back, I can kind of hit the ground running. Trained 3 days, and then he asked me if I'd sign, so I was like, yeah, cool, no problem. And a lot of it was to do with being able to play with my brother again, but then once I saw the pool of young kids that were coming through, especially in the USL stages, and how technically good they were, and I was like, Jesse, well, when you're moving them forward, and he broke it down, it wasn't that simple. So to see now a lot of the younger players playing in the MLS, for me, the MLS is only going to get better. I still think there's a bit to go, but the Premier League never became the Premier League overnight. It became the Premier League because of the way the way they done everything. Before the Premier League, you had 3 foreign players. If you had more than that, they couldn't play in Europe. That rule goes. And now there's more foreign players in there. There's players from all over the world, all the greatest players, and I think that's why the Premier League has the ability to be at the top for so long, because of the different cultures, different styles of football, different types of managers. You see Pep and Klopp going at it neck and neck, making the game evolve even more. And I think that will happen in America as well.
And we're starting to see those teams come here, and we'll get a chance to see some of those world-class players. Manchester City, arguably one of the best teams in the world right now currently, and they'll be here on August 3rd. We're really excited about that. Gentlemen, one last one each before we let you go. And I know you're not expecting this one, and it just only happened today, so I'm going to really put you on the spot here. We got a wonderful tour. We mentioned the wonderful hospitality we were shown here. We got a chance to tour the campus. So, Roberto, I'll ask you, what was your favorite part of the tour?
Careful, Jamie.
What was your favorite part of the tour today?
If you want to keep working, be careful with the question. Well, it's, you know, for a European to see a campus, university campus like this is why. I mean, it's opening your eyes, because we don't have the sort of campus that they know here in the US. So, you know, we were driving around in the golf buggies, and I asked the question, I said, are we in the city here, or is this the campus? We were on campus, so it's so big, and it feels like being just in a city somewhere. And I have to say that I was quite shocked to see the food delivery
I knew you was going to mention that, Rover.
Well, it was quite, I mean, I've not seen them before. It was the first time for me, so it was quite, you know, quite impressive. It was like, I don't know if you have them in England. I don't think, I've never seen them anyway, so that was great. And also this historic stadium here, I've seen some video footage of football games back home when the fans, you know, without shirts at 0 degrees support their team and so on, and it's rocking. So it was, it's something new. It's the first time for me also here in Columbus. So it's been very impressive.
This guy's an absolute personality, and we'll see the personalities of the players on the field, hopefully with shirts on, celebrating, having a great time on August 3rd. Sean, your experience here today, the Ohio State University, how was it?
Amazing. The library was incredible. As soon as we walked in where I grew up, I thought when you walk in the library, it's meant to be quiet. It was quiet until all of us walked in.
Roberto walked in.
And everyone started staring, but I mean, the staircase, the way the bookshelves are done, the window that we took a picture at, where you get to see all the background, I thought it was phenomenal.
We looked smarter as well in there, didn't we?
Well, speak for yourself, I'm in the tracksuit.
You guys are incredible. You've been wonderful representatives of your club, and we can't wait to have you back here. We can't wait to all be back on August 3rd when Chelsea and Manchester City face off, hopefully in front of over 100,000
and
people.
the athletic director, Gene, right? Gene, you were right. There's no friendlies. There's no exhibition games. There's no. They name it as a friendly, but it doesn't really exist. I mean, when these two clubs play each other, there's no such thing.
Well, we can't wait for it. So thank you very much. Please give a warm round of applause. Sean Wright Phillips, Roberto Di Matteo.
Thank you so much, Jamie. We appreciate you bringing some fun to today's event. So that's going to wrap things up here. For our folks who are interested in one-on-ones, feel free to come on up and speak with who you'd like to speak with. If you have somebody specific you want to chat with, please let me know. We're happy to try to make that happen. Again, there is plenty of great food and beverage here, so help yourself. Stick around and hang out for a while. And again, the big detail that to take away today is tickets go on sale Wednesday, March 27th at 10 a.m., but there is a pre-sale. You can sign up at fcseries.com. There will be a special exclusive 24-hour pre-sale. So go to fcseries.com. You can tell your listeners or your friends. That's probably the first chance you'll have at tickets. So again, all those details and more, fcseries.com. Thanks so much, and appreciate you guys coming out today.
Yeah.
Good idea.